Good morning, Flosstube. It is Helen D. Today is Tuesday, I believe, December 19th. I didn't check. If you hear any random noises, Emmy is up here taking the world's longest drink. We're just trying to wait for her to finish. It's going to be a while. I also forgot to turn off the heat, so if that kicks on, I apologize. I didn't know if this video was going to happen today. New England and Maine got hit by a whopper of a storm yesterday. They've said it could be several days before power is back for everyone. Oh, she just shook the whole camera. A few people have asked why, if I could pick Emmy up and show her to you. She hates being picked up with a passion. So that won't be happening. She's not a pick-me-up kind of girl. What are you doing? Oh, now she's gonna play with the light. She's on fire today. At the height last night, kind of when the storm was wrapped up, there were 400,000-ish, a little more, people without power in Maine. This morning it was down to like 320,000. So we were very surprised that our power came back on last night. It went out around 11 in the morning, and then it's like 8:30 it came back on. We were pretty surprised. I thought it would be a while. But we're right in town. We're on the same line as like the grocery store and a couple of the other like the businesses. So I think they probably prioritize that so that people can get supplies and stuff that they need. So very grateful for all the line workers that will be working nonstop until everyone is back up from all over, right? They come in from all over. We always see all the trucks, not just our local ones. So yeah, so school let out early yesterday, and then they had started with a 2-hour delay this morning, and then they did end up just full on canceling because we have power, but 3 of the other schools in the district did not, and there's a whole bunch of roads that are flooded or trees down or just impassable, and the buses can't get through and people can't get out. So that's the situation here in Maine today. It's a gorgeous day here. It is not so nice for other people, so I feel very bad for them. So the last couple weeks, they've been busy because it's, you know, it's pre-holiday time. I've been stitching, but we had a Secret Santa party and stuff. There's been stuff this time of year. I've been trying to keep up with Flosstubes, but as you well know, we are flooded with great content right now, and it's impossible to keep up. There's been so much. So, and the whip parades are barely started, and they're gonna be coming in hot, and I'm excited because I love whip parades. So I've been trying to keep up, but I'm failing. I did post a video of my ornaments, the ornament unboxing, so that went up last week. I think that's it. I think that's all I had time for extra stuff. So I do have some extras coming up. I haven't filmed them yet, but I need to do 2024 plans and then my whip parade. I don't know when those will be. Keep an eye out. You can hit the little bell. If you hit the bell, it tells you when you have new videos in. Or you can just check your subscription feed, right? That's what I do. So, what else? Oh, before I start with stitching, a huge thank you. Last video I showed my snow days from Autumn Lane Stitchery, and several people caught the fact that one of my ice skaters was missing their skate. Thank you. She now has her skate. They're like, we wouldn't want you to finish it, fully finish it, and realize you have to take it all apart. Thank you. If you ever notice I've missed something, please let me know, because obviously I didn't notice it. She has her skate, so she's good to go. So, I have one fully finished thing, a couple finishes, and some whips. That's about it. That's kind of what I've gotten up to. So this first one was something that I finished way earlier in the year. It was a car project, and it's one of the Satsuma Street ornaments that I stitched on fabric. This one is partridge. It's partridge in a pear tree. I don't know if it's called partridge in a pear tree. So I chose to stitch mine on a 16 count Ada, and I had this fun fabric. Barbie, I think you sent me this fabric. I'm not sure if this is when she sent me some a couple years ago, and that might have been one of them. Put a little pink bell, some trim, I was originally thinking when Satsuma Street released the new one, which is the Four Calling Birds, I was like, you know, do I want those on the perforated paper just to give them a different shape? But I'd already stitched this one and I thought, well, I could just use this one as a swap gift or something. And then I fully finished it and I'm like, no, it's super cute. So I think I might stitch the others on fabric as well. And I was thinking I wanted them, this was a little tight on the 16, but it's like adorable and the perfect size. So we'll see what I get up to. So that is my one fully finish. That was a piece of scrap fabric. I think that was a Mystic Fabrics. Sometimes she does scrap bags and I had picked one up, you know, last year. So that was, I mean, I stitched that 6 months ago. So that was a piece of hers. So then the other two things I had been working on, I stitched one of these and used it for my tart tutorial and then sent that one to my mom. So I stitched this one for myself. So this is from an Owl Forest chart. I think it's called Winter Birds. It was a chart that I've had and it's just teeny tiny. Like, I didn't want to waste all my fabric, so it's just, I'll just cut it out. So that one is ready to be fully finished and crossed off the whip list, which was nice. And then the other fully finish I had was a new start for the last video, but I've kind of only been working on a couple things and this was one of them. So this is Winter Tier and it's by Erin Elizabeth Designs. I will link her website below. Ooh, it's gonna get all blown out. So I stitched it on Snow on Blue from Fabric Flare, and this one is a Lugana. I don't know how much of the snowflakes you'll see when I fully finish it, because I'm planning on making it a stand-up, but although I did not leave myself a lot of room. The last one I did of her tiers that I finished as a stand-up, I stitched on a hand-dyed fabric, and hand-dyed fabric shrinks, but I wasn't thinking, this is not a hand-dyed fabric, it's a printed fabric, so it has not shrunk. So I cut my fabric the same size as, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. That's how I cut it for the last one. I'm a little tight. I think I'll be fine. If I'm not, I'll just finish it a different way. This was really fun. I love all the pinks. And the greens really, I think I really liked it on the blue. So that one is done. Crossed off the whip list. You'll notice a trend. Then we move into some whips and I'm like, what can I cross off the whip list? I'm working on like the holiday stuff and it's like, well, what's close? I don't have a ton of holiday whips anyway, but I think I can finish these. This one, had we not lost power, would have been a finish. This is Christmas Trees and Stitching Please. It's from Primrose Cottage. This is a new release. Last month, I think. So this one I ended up doing a restart because the fabric I picked was going to be a little tight. I hadn't cut it right. It was a scrap and I hadn't cut it right. Here's my problem with this one. Can you see the white? Because it doesn't show up very well. Well, neither does mine. The white was not showing up. So I ended up subbing out the white for just a paler green. So I'm done on the bottom. I have the word Christmas and the trees. And this one will be done. Like I said, it would have been done yesterday, but I couldn't see to stitch. So it's too dark. We played a lot of games. This is on a 20 count Lugana that I got from 123 Stitch. I left the tag on it. It is 20 count Mushroom Lugana. I'm not a huge fan because the holes are like big. The holes are big. You can see them, which is nice when you're stitching. But when it's finished, I don't want to see the holes. So I'm using it for this. It is nice that it's nice and petite and small, but I don't like the look of the fabric, which is nice that this is all I have of it. I bought one little 16th just to try. Meh. So I'll have that. I'll use it for something, but it's not like my super fave. So yeah, I have this top row, Christmas and the trees. I am gonna put a sparkly white on the top of the trees. It may show up, it may not. And this one will be done. There probably will not be any more fully finishing until after, at least after Christmas, if not the new year. The light green, in case anyone cares, is 524, is the light green that I picked. Misty gave me this bag. It's a So Much to Love bag. Emmy loves this part of it, so I have to be careful because she's a big fan. The other piece that I've been working on that I don't think I'll get it done by Christmas, there's a chance I might get it done by the end of the year, is I pulled back out my reindeer. I'm up to Comet. I'm doing them in the order of the song, so this is number 5. I barely had anything. I think I showed it, or I might have showed it on my Instagram. I had like this ribbon and a couple of the packages and like a little brown, and that was it. So this one's gotten a lot of love. Looking good. So that's where I'm at. This is on 16 count Ada. It's Picture This plus Haven. If I had to do these over again, I would do them on a 14 or a 28 count, just because sometimes the beads, I've noticed on a hand-dyed 16, get a little squished. So this one has a ton of beads. And all these little, the part I'm not looking forward to, these little, like, see, all these things, that is 4 beads with a stitch in the middle. But you have to do the stitch first, which means there's gonna be a lot of counting. So I am glad I did it on an Ada, because that's gonna be not so fun. So I'm plugging away on that. It snowed a little bit, I think. I've worked on this since I've showed it to you. So my snow day stitch, which I'm pulling out on days that it snows. So you'll see this a lot this winter, is Snow Block from Hands On Design. There's not much different. My snowman has a full body and part of a head. This one is on 14 count Picture This plus Dwarf, which is one of my favorite blues. So that one got just, you know, in evenings, an hour in an evening. And then the other piece I pulled out because it was woefully falling behind is another Satsuma-stri, and it's all squished up in the Q-snap. This is the stitch along she did. I think it started in like May, or it was a long time ago and I'm not done. But it's huge, and it's called the 4 Elements cell. So I have water done, and I'm over here on earth. Man, that looks nice in camera. Sometimes when you're working on it, you don't notice the variances in the greens. So I would really, 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 if I had to set a goal for myself, love to finish this section, because it's the second biggest section. But I still have a ways to go. I mean, it comes up like all the way around. So this one I'm stitching on 14 count Night Sky from Fiber on a Whim. She stitched hers on a black. This is what I had. So there's that one. This one I do in Pattern Keeper so that I can keep track of where I am. And I've been rewatching The Crown so that I can watch the last season. And I can't do both things at once because they use the same device. So when I'm caught up, maybe that one will get a little more love. So that's what I've been stitching. That's it. That's a lot, but it's like, that's what I've been working on the last couple weeks. I've kind of been picking a piece and finishing it and then moving on so I can cross it off the WIP list. I always seem to get like that this time of year. Like, that's close. I could get that done. That's close too. I could get that done. Happy Mail. I've gotten several beautiful cards. Thank you very much. I didn't gather them all up, but thank you. It's always fun. And my husband will be like, who's this from? I'm like, oh, Stitchy Friends. Those are Stitchy Friend cards. I think we've gotten more Stitchy Friend cards than like relatives and college friends, like, so that's fun. So thank you for those. And then Misty and Barbie and I do an ornament swap, and I did get mine from Misty, but I didn't ask Barbie if she got hers yet, and I don't want to ruin the surprise, so I'll show you that next time. Barbie got my ornament, but I mailed them together, and Misty's is going on a grand journey, apparently, because she's closer to me and it hasn't shown up yet. And Barbie got hers like 5 days ago. And I can't find my receipt with the tracking number on it to kind of see where it is. So we'll see if and when it shows up. Purchases, I have a couple things. I did get in, and I think I had mentioned, I had ordered the Teresa Kogut kit. The chart is available, the pieces are available separately, but during the Jingle Ball, she was selling it as a kit. So it's Santa's Delivery, and it's these 3 Santas on their cute little reindeer. So I have the chart, and I have the finishing kit. It's gonna be crinkly. Let me just pull one out. Hold on. She's done this before. Okay, so they go on these bases from 141 Design, Chantel. So the finishing kit has all these wood pieces that you have to paint and put together, and there they are. These are bigger than I thought. Like, she held them up, Teresa Kogut held them up in one of her videos, and they didn't seem quite this big, but they're good size. So there's the 3 bases and then the parts. Like, this is a hefty, that is available on Chantel's website, the 141 Design. And if you didn't want the bases, I'm sure you could finish them on your own with some kind of mat board behind them. You could come up with a way to finish them on your own. Teresa Kogut has said that she's going to be doing some more kind of similar finishing style, but different designs. So I might not get the wood for all of them. I might just come up with, you know, some cardstock, not cardstock, mat board, and a different way to finish them so that it's just a little less parts, a little less painting. I'm not so good with the painting. So that came in, and I did manage to find a package of the perforated paper, but the store I got it from embroidery.com, and they're out. I don't know when I'm going to start those, but hopefully soon. The other thing I kind of got on a little bit of a Mill Hill kick. And I found out that Mill Hill has some old pamphlets, magazines. I found one on eBay. I've ordered a couple more. I don't know what year this is from. This is Spirit of Christmas. So it has all of these. And I got it specifically for the stand-ups. I mean, you could do anything as a stand-up, but I liked this one. And then on the back, there's all of these, including a little tiny guy. Here it is. So the whole cover opens up. Then on the inside, there's all the pages. I'm thinking, how am I gonna make a working copy of this nonsense? So, again, I don't know what year this is from, because it's probably on like this opened up part. I don't know, but that would be fun to try and figure out. And it uses a lot of beads and stuff, which I'm hoping to just sub in what I can find. The other purchase I have, and I posted this on Instagram too. During the Jingle Ball, I was in a room and we were talking about like vintage ornaments that we have on our trees. And someone said, yeah, remember like those ones that you would sew together and stuff? And I'm like, yeah, I have one. We had those, and I had one on my tree and I should have grabbed it. It's a mouse in a stocking. And we had the whole set, and we would hang them up every year. And Dawn and I were always so excited because I think we got to play with those early when we were young, right? Because we couldn't break them. They're stuffed ornaments. So we would hang one with a thumbtack on each of the doors in our bedroom. And then there was another little room upstairs. And then we put the others on the railing going down the stairs. We were very, very home decorating over there. So I'm like, I wonder if you can still find those. So I went on eBay and I found the panel. How many of you had these ornaments? So there's 3. So there's one of the angels, the soldier, and Santa. Twice, because you put them on the front and the back. And then the other set, another angel. Donna, I think that's the one we used to hang on your room. I still have the mouse. There's my mouse. And a Jack in the Box. These are from Spring Mills, and I believe it was 1974. Which would make sense, because that's like right when my parents got married. You ready for the price tag? The price tag was still on it. $0.59. 59 cents. Although I'm like, oh, there's 2 price tags. I got another set, which I'll show you, that the price tag was still on. 59 cents. But underneath, it was marked down from $1.17. So the seller that I found this, it was a set, and it had those, and then it also had these, which these are new to me. We didn't have these. The colored side was on the inside. So these are like these flowered. So I'm gonna make some of these for next year. I'm excited. So I was thinking, I'm like, oh, I asked my mom, I said, where do the rest of these end up? Like, I have the mouse. Do you have them? Does Donna have them? Oh, I don't know. They probably got sold on the yard sale. When they moved, they cleaned house. I'm thinking, isn't it funny that sometimes something that has so much meaning to you does not have so much meaning to someone else? And my mom was probably like, oh, those ancient ornaments, blah, blah, right? But to Donna and I, we're very sentimental. Donna has them. She has all except Santa. So my mom may have Santa. She's gonna check. It would be up here in the main house. So that is my vintage sewing project for next year. Mine did not cost 59 cents. I think they were like $15 for both sets. So I thought, you know what? I'm getting them. Oops, sorry. That's it. So giveaways, we had 2 giveaways from last time. My giveaways are generously donated by Carla at Cobweb Corner, who is back from her trip. She posted a bunch of pictures, like not a bunch, but she would post like little videos and clips on her Instagram. She and her husband went to the Galapagos Islands. So I'm excited for her next video when she has a chance to make it, to hear all about it. She also is having a year-end sale. She has all the details on her website. I'm paraphrasing, so I may get it wrong, but I believe it is. If you spend $50, you get 20%, you get 10% off flosses, 20% off everything else. That includes charts, that includes bead packs. If there's any, like, she carries all the, like, Mirabilia, Nora Corbett bead packs. She has some floss packs for things. So those things don't always go on sale. So if you're looking for something, go check out her sale. I haven't been over yet because I've been trying to be good. So we have 2 giveaways from last time. The first is, here it is, Peaceful Christmas. This is by Jan Hicks. This is going to Linda Warner. And then the second is Winter Littles. And this is going to, the YouTube name was Allie_RPH. So if you guys can get in touch with me, my email is linked, it's down below. Just send me an email and I can pop those in the mail. It will be after Christmas. Well, this one I could mail from home. The big one I'll have to wait to go to the post office. So for this time, I have 2 more charts from Carla. Just use the number 1 or 2. You need to be over 18 so you can legally give me your address. Please don't say like giveaway or win or any of that. I'd appreciate it if you're a subscriber, and go check out Carla's Flosstubes as well and subscribe over there. Number 1 is Rustic Winter. This is by Tiny Modernist. And it has all these little charts. So this is number 1. I tried to pick more generic winter for now because, the holidays will be over. And number 2 is Winter Snowy Owl. This one's really pretty. It is Blackberry Lane. And it's really, really a pretty owl. 54 by 55. So a lot of detail packed in that 54 by 55. And there is some, are there beads? There is a little bit of beading. It looks like it's kind of in and around these snowflakes. So that's number 2. That's it. Plans. I am planning a Christmas star. I'm still finalizing fabric. I think I know what I want, but then I've seen a couple others on Facebook recently of the same chart, and I'm like, well, what did you use? Can I get that in the next week? Like, I doubt it, but I think I know. And then I need to finalize some 2024 things. I think I'm gonna plan a video for talking about that. And I'll have my whip parade. I'll be watching all the whip parades that I can squeeze in. That's about it. The next week should be pretty quiet. The Christmas is just the 3 of us. Donna's family is coming down on Saturday for like a pre-Christmas get together. And then my son's off next week, but we don't have anything except tennis. And he's been starting to stay. The high school group is 1 hour and then the middle school group is the next hour. And sometimes the high school kids stay for the next group just for court time. And he's been starting to stay, which is fine, but he's been starting to tell me ahead of time that he's staying, which is nice, because then I can just drop him off and come home and have an hour to do something and then go pick him up. For a while there, we were there and I'd be there an hour and then he'd be like, I'm gonna stay. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm staying. So I'm like, it'd be nice if you could tell me ahead of time so that I could go get something done. So he has, that's nice. It's gonna be a while before he drives, so I've got a couple more years of tennis in me. That is all. I hope you guys, this will be my last regular video before Christmas, so I hope everyone that celebrates Christmas has a great time with family and friends and cookies and all the fun things. So I will go find out what Emmy's eating and talk to you guys later. Bye.